childhood to me is, it should be slow, it should be on kid time, which I think we don't get a lot of in New York especially. Slow down, figure things out for yourself, a lot of hands-on learning, exploring through your senses. But basically I think childhood is about taking things at child speed and having time to learn at whatever rate a child needs to learn at, and using and just complete sensory integration in doing that. I always keep it simple. I don't think that kids can learn when there's clutter. I like to keep it very organized, very simple, very aesthetically pleasing, using combination of things from the natural world, and light and sound and texture, but keeping it very simple, a minimal amount of plastic toys. And this is actually the first year where we had things in the room that the kids had made themselves. We didn't use any store-bought posters. The kids made their own number line, they made their own alphabet chart, and that gives them ownership of the classroom. So to me, anything that makes the children feel that the classroom is theirs and they feel a responsibility towards it, is probably one of the best ways to set up your room. Emotional intelligence, respect, empathy, compassion. In my opinion, you can't have real learning until you are able to put yourself in another person's shoes, until you're able to respect yourself, respect someone else, respect possessions, and compassion. You cannot learn if you don't care about the people around you. You can learn facts, you can memorize, but you can't. It has no meaning. It's not related to the world at large. I feel really fortunate now to be at a school that actually meets my vision for education, and I would like to see myself stay at the school and help this vision expand in the city, in other cities. I think that their mission is a really, really good one, and it sits very well with me, inside of me, and I see myself staying at this school and helping to create other schools like it, and possibly in areas where it's really needed. The feeling of being connected to the outside world, connected to the natural world, and connected to other cultures. And kids need to know that even at an early age that they can make the world a better place. They can, raise money to help save a polar bear. They can raise money for a village in Africa, and even they need to know that they have power, even though they're very, very young. So I think that a connectedness to the outside world, whether it's a natural world or a foreign place, is really worth them understanding. Sounds a little corny, but life is in the details. And I think you really, working with kids, you really stop sometimes and you slow down and you look at something from a completely new perspective, the way a child would see it. And it's magical, and it's mystical, and it's beautiful, and it's worth finding out more about. And as adults, we pass by these little things because we're moving 100 miles an hour. But the one thing that kids have taught me is just stop and look at the little things, because that's where it all comes from. It comes from the little things, and there's real beauty in it, and that's a source of inspiration.